So the match started with a mulligan from the Andrea. He's going to 6 card right now, while his opponent Giorgio is at 7. He remains at 7. So we will see these two decks that are anyway two, as we said, strange deck, or at least two decks that are going to do not so common things, but I really like the Giorgio Venditti deck. So common performance is the sticker card.
Yes.
Correct? Is the one that for 2 mana gives a sticker.
Yes. I'm gonna read it once more.
Anyway, tapped land and start, Blood Fountain on the other side, and
Yeah, remember
go.
this event is closed deck list. So I think like both guys don't know what's going on in the other player's deck. So we saw that's a Bloodbriar, 2/2 for free, that when you sacrifice a permanent gets +1/+1. That's a Carrion Feeder. And discarded a Tragic Sleep. So -13 if a creature died this turn.
So 2 gates, if I don't go wrong, and pass after Duress. First creature gets in the board. It's Blighted Agent, as we tell.
And I'm pretty sure Giorgio has a counter spell in hand.
Yeah, of course. If it doesn't have a counter spell, it's got Not Dead After All, something to protect this creature. Because as we said, the Blighted Agent can really end the game very quickly.
Yeah, and also it's funny because Blight Angel can be blocked by but Karen Ferrer can't block. So they're quite honest with each other.
Yeah. Another gate. And here, let's see if he goes for the 10 Infect right now. No, just one. It's correct doing like that. And maybe we'll pass the turn.
I think they're talking about how to count life. Yeah, by the way, we see a gentleman with the tie and the suit like me. I really like Giorgio's style. Dress well at magic events is one of the things I like to do. And we see that's probably that's the new card, Fanatical Offering. So you basically sacrifice a permanent. It's basically a deadly dispute.
So he uses this spell for the, let's say, deadly dispute, beside and not to protect his creature,
Yeah,
or at least from future removal, because for now there's nothing to protect from.
you see, we saw
Another
Village Rites, so basically a divination that you have to sacrifice a creature. You see, end of the turn, Rotten Reunion. It's playing that card in the main, because of course the goblin is decayed and you have to sacrifice it, so it's another synergy.
Here it is. It attacks,
And the response
makes
to its
damage,
trigger.
and after a sacrifice.
Yeah, really like I think I participated to the brew of this deck because each week he added a piece, and the first version were terrible. But now I think the deck is quite competitive with a lot of draw effects, and you always have a ton of cards.
No new card from Lost Cavern of Ixalan. at least in our first two games, Andrea.
Yeah, I think Gajal is playing Fanatical Offering. So that's a new
You
that's
see?
dispute. Yes, two
Yes,
copies.
2 copies.
But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, the new set brought some very good toy to Pauper players.
yes. Yeah, I think I was talking with another caster of the event this morning, and we were arguing that probably the best card of Lost Cavern of Ixalan is Ticking Blade. So basically the edict on an artifact, because you can bounce it with the Core Sky Fisher. Oh, and we see that's
That's the sticker.
yeah, it's probably finishing move.
Yeah,
So is the creature fight the other one? You probably get some sticker. Tragic Sleepy response.
I don't know if
It's finishing move, I think.
I don't get what card is just to read it.
This
for
one.
the finishing move.
Mhm.
Doesn't look like that. It's not blue.
I mean, it's green. Yeah, I think it's splashing green for that, but that's commander performance.
Okay, I don't get. I'll ask you after.
And I
Yeah. Ah, excuse me. Finishing move is the card. Okay.
yeah.
I was thinking that you were saying finishing move as the finishing move.
No, no, no.
Okay,
That's the
okay.
name of the card. Yeah, I think like nowadays the name of the cards are quite evocative. Back in the days, they could.
3 mana, you get 2 stickers, then you may put a sticker on a non-land permanent you own. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. So very interesting because, as you may already know, if you do that to an infect creature, the damage will be infect. So the -1/-1 counter will remain.
Yeah, I think the sticker is 4/2. So now the Blight Agent has 4 power. So, and we see Caggioli as a very small dice with 7 on it. So I think it's lethal in just one hit.
Another deadly dispute.
Yes. I think he's thinking about whether get a treasure out of his creature or just -1/-1 the agent. So we see he plays 4 Tragic Sleep, and he already played 2. So he really needs to top deck something. Now the Blight Agent is a free power creature. And okay, Gajoli got the Tragic Sleep. Not that after all. Not that after all. Like, very strong card in Modern, of course, for Red Black Scum, but we see it even in paper. And yeah, I think I forgot, but it's actually interesting is that the sticker remains on the creature.
Yeah, and streaming didn't remain on our computer. I mean, we lost the signal and we get it back. No, we don't have the game. Non abbiamo la partita. Non vediamo nulla. Non so se vedono in streaming. Okay, we can see from the chat window, actually. So we are a bit late with our
Yeah, I
comment.
think this game just ended now because the creature is unblockable. It's a 5/3, so Caggioli doesn't have a lot, just 4 removals in the main, and uh, Giorgio Venditti, of course, plays a lot of protection. So we see what both players would play. I think Caggioli would just play Suffocating Fumes. That's -1/-1 to
Of
heavy
course.
Giorgio creatures, and I don't think he has much else to interact with creatures.
Ah, you're right, because his sideboard is 2 Nihil Spellbomb, 2 Declaimer, 2 Suffocating Fumes, 3 Masked Vandal, 4 Weather the Storm, and 2 Unexpected Fangs. So, yeah, there's actually nothing,
Yeah.
in my opinion,
I
here.
think we will just switch the fumes with probably some maybe we cut the Bloodbriar, a quite slow creature. And his plan is just to go as aggro as possible. I think we would need to set a race.
It's super nice anyway to see the Giorgio Venditti list, because you see the main deck, then you see the sideboard, and then you see the stickers,
Yeah.
because he's playing 10 total stickers as something that is, interesting for Magic, for me at least, because I
Yeah.
didn't see that never.
Yeah, Corset vibrating yogurt.
Yeah, misunderstood trapeze elf, contortionist author storm, and something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, all of these stickers will, try to get creature bigger or something like that.
Yeah, and from his sideboard, it doesn't have much. I think just probably Cyber Cryptomancer. Um, but yeah, the main deck seems very interesting. Probably the only problem I can see in this deck is you just have 8 creatures. So if you don't see the creatures fast enough, you might that might be problematic. You can treat this deck as like a combo deck, but you have to.
Yeah, anyway, the matchup is really, it looks, I mean, on paper, reading the deck list, it looks like very, very tough for Andrea,
Yes.
because he's doing a great card advantage, board presence, whatever, but doesn't have many removal, just 4. And that's it. You have to play removal or counter spell at least to interact with the Infect player, and you're not
Yeah,
doing that.
I think like though if Venditti doesn't see Blinded Agent in time, like he really needs to play it as fast as possible. So at least like turn 3 though, because he needs to have a protection. So Caggioli might start this race by turn 1 by playing a Carrion Feeder or Blister Pod. So I think if I would be in Caggioli's position, I would just try to look for a hand that has a good creature development and go for that route rather than playing sacrifice edicts, etc.
We'll see the 2 players preparing the opposing deck, and now we start game 2. Of course, Andrea will be on the play, or at least,
Yeah,
yes,
I think
he decided who's been on the play.
I think his end is fine. I would just start with the creature as I mentioned. Yeah, I think it's smart.
Beta Swamp, if I don't go wrong.
Mhm.
We've got
And
nice pimp here from Giorgio Venditti.
that card is Bravely Wide. So basically, you search for a land and put it on in your hand. But if you pay the bargain cost, you also animate a land. And since he's playing indestructible lands, is basically like building his own Kenku Artificer.
Yeah, and an indestructible threat that will go way long. So he's got 2 of that in his hands. And Venditti is thinking to remove one of those, and maybe he won't do.
Well, that's interesting. Probably the divination effect is better. It's really thinking about that.
Okay, I can proceed to turn 2. There's an attack here. Venditti follows with an island and go. Doesn't have a lot to do now.
Yeah, I think like now Carrion Feeder plus Shambling Gust is -1/-1 to a creature at instant speed, uncounterable. So that's maybe Caggioli should sacrifice immediately this blister pod to make the race more aggressive. It doesn't though.
Anyway, I've before I've said that he only has 4 tragic sleep as removal. I didn't think of blister pod. Blister pod.
Yeah, you mean Shambling Gust.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I think Shambling Gust is a removal, but I think it's a bit convoluted. So unless you have exactly Carrion Feeder on the board, sacrificing it, it's more tough.
Here it is, the Plague Stinger, 1/1 flyers with Infect.
And of course, George is representing Dispel, I think.
Of course, he is. But that thing is going to die. No, it's not.
That's probably.
Protection. You see a guard approach.
I think so. I'm googling it now.
Yeah, something that gave expro for whatever.
Yeah, I think it was a bit too much, too easy. If Andrea could deal with versus a creature in this easy way, so I would expect something. But another Shambling Gust, and this is probably the right way you can kill.
The Plague Stinger.
Yes.
He's continue attacking, of course, bringing his opponent to 16.
Two mana. Okay. Draw 2 and explore 2 times. And
Kill your creature.
kill your creature. So now I'm very interested how Andrea plays this game, because would have been probably more aggressive with that Carrion Feeder, but he'd rather decide to draw a lot of cards. So maybe he has a different plan than me. And Giorgio Combo is stumbling a bit. No creatures, probably. And that's the problem. Like, you just play 8 creatures. So if your opponent has a way to interact with you, you might stumble. Now we see this Carrion Feeder getting bigger. And it's probably time for Andrea to try to get in the driver's seat and win this game. Bone Picker, free 2 for 1 with Death Touch and flying, of course.
And he will get a +1/+1 counter if the reveal card is not a land. Thanks to the map token. Was it the map token?
Yes. So I think he's deciding to leave it on top. Sacrifice the plant, so free damage.
Why the creature didn't get the counter from the map token? We don't know.
Should I ask the judge?
Yeah, they said us to go and ask. That said, one of the problems with the Infect decks in every format is to uh, draw your creatures, because anyway, you've got not a lot of them. Venditti has got 8 creatures in all of his deck. No, 8 Infect creature. Yeah, Bomb Picker should have a +1/+1 counter. It doesn't have right now, but I think is getting. I mean, we will see our Andrea Piemonti maybe in the cam near the guys playing. Here it is, and here is the counter on the Bomb Picker. Yes, you left. Yeah, blah blah blah. No, it didn't. There is Andrea coming back. No counter.
The judge and ask them to fix it. So I think they're
Okay, okay.
fixing it. Yes, Jacopo Strati is trying to
Oh,
fix
there's
the
Jacobo.
situation.
I need
Yes.
to go and say hello. Didn't see him.
Yeah, judge call are just interesting. Okay, so we see a blighted agent just came into the battlefield. So of course, yes, because that's not mandatory. If you like that's mandatory. Sorry, I mean you have to put that counter.
Yeah.
Because in Magic you can't resolve half of an ability. So
It's possible. Yeah,
yep.
it's mandatory.
If you look at the top, you also put a counter.
That's it.
That's it. It's not a mistrigger.
I mean, it would be a mistrigger if you don't look at the top.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
blank everything. Yeah,
But if you look at the top, you have to put the counter.
learn this with the I don't know if you remember a tune with Heather. Is the
Yeah.
look for your and you get 2 energy. So you can't miss the 2 energy if you search for your deck because it was written all at once.
Yes, I remember it. A coin with energy. You were playing Magic back in the days of energy. You were playing standard.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
just standard because I was like
When did you
16.
start?
I start with
Yeah, because you are very young.
I'm 25 now.
Mm.
Yes. I started yeah, probably with the sets like the energy set, Kaladesh and
Oh, really?
Innistrad. Yeah, but
That one.
was so I was terrible at Magic.
Okay, Giorgio lost the game, I suppose.
Yeah.
Too much board presence, too much creatures, too much pressure. And now the Infect player would be on the play. Very big difference. Very, very big difference.
Yeah, but I don't know. We see because that just played like the thing that he plays 8 creatures. So
Yeah, I was saying where you were not here that is the problem of every Infect deck in every format, that they play not that much creatures. I mean, if you are in some more powerful format, you've got also the land, Inkmoth Nexus. It's such a staple in every format.
yeah.
And but usually you play eight creatures, not more, I think. And anyway, Venditti also play Saiba Cryptomancer. So he's, I mean, if he lost all his 8 infect creature, he still have a creature to beat with.
Yeah, I think like among those 10 stickers, there should be one with Infect. So if you pick the right sticker, it might be good enough because Saba also has X-proof, and it's a decent attacker. Okay, so we are looking at the card that Giorgio previously played. So it's you see a card approach, a card from
Dungeons and Dragons,
the first set.
Baldur's Gate.
Yes. So top target creatures.
Ah, no, it's not.
The
Adventures
in
of
the
Forgotten Realms. Sorry.
And target creature you control gains X-proof. Okay, so just
Yeah.
a versatile answer.
Yeah, it's very, very good because you can also tap opposing creature. If you don't have the blighted agent is unblockable, but you have the plague stinger, you're facing a flyer,
Yeah.
you can tap it. So very, very interesting choice from Giorgio Venditti.
We see Andrea is mulliganing. While George is keeping 7.
About the sticker, you bring your deck with 10 sticker, but before you get the game, you have to choose.
So you pick 3 at random.
Random,
Mhm.
always random.
Yes, otherwise there is no plan to bring 10. Just bring 3.
Yeah, I know. I was supposing that you bring 10 and then game by game you choose the two. So
no,
you
no,
can, it's like sideboard
Yeah.
stuff. No, it's random. Okay.
Yeah, there always would be, I think, probably very powerful. Also, a thing I can suggest to you, viewers, is you should always bring stickers because those are free to list.
Yeah.
And so you give your opponent false informations. Basically, they can play around the sticker card, but you don't have it. So
Oh, the plague stinger died. So this time Venditti played an unsafe creature, let's say. I mean, not protected. It was nothing. He didn't wait to the dispel to play the creature because he was having another one in hand. It's very, 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 very risky business because it comes the second removal, and now Venditti is in a very tough spot. Only 2 lands and
with
nothing
ready
to
second
do.
removals.
Yes. Ooh, from the top. Third plague stinger. We
And
can do
another
that. We can do that.
Third removal or what?
And then it's the third removal, and it comes.
Suffocating fume.
Suffocating fumes. The ones that Andrea Piemonti, because Caggioli's got the same name as you, told us that he will have to side, and he actually did. And now it comes to Duras. I don't know why Venditti, it looks like a very, calm player. And I was supposing that he will wait for more lands and more protection for his creature, but he didn't do that. Now he lost 3 plague stinger in a row, and it's very tough to recover from this.
Yeah, probably waiting was probably the best way because you can just recoup mid game and swing like win the game into swings because Andrea is not like I think the ability of reading player is very important, and if you look how Andrea played those games is was very torn by playing a mid-range deck rather than an aggro deck. Like last game he could attack more aggressively, but just decided to just attack 3 times with the Carrion Feeder 1/1. So I would just play more slower and more calmly. We will see now. As for lands, another plague stinger.
The fourth one.
Yeah.
Poker.
Yeah. But and
And
it's
now
because
it's got open mana to defend that thing. Suffocating fumes. Again, dispel. He's got an apostle blessing in his hand as well. That costs 2 life, but it defends the creature. Here it is. Damage, damage, damage.
and it's actually blocking.
Blocking. Ah, yeah, a blocking apostle blessing.
Yeah, I think it's
Risky.
Yeah, you just take 3. He's at 14, so
Yeah. I agree with you.
And I like how Andre's just not being aggressive. Oh, but he also plays the gate, the Basilisk gate.
He plays that. He's going to win with sticker or with Basilisk Gate. This is the idea of the deck. He's playing 4 of Basilisk Gate. He plays more Basilisk Gate than Cow Gates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Because usually Cow Gates plays 2 of them.
I mean, I play 4, but
You play 4?
depend on
All
the
depends on the build, of course.
on the build.
Yeah,
Yes.
because anyway, Cow Gates has got to mix 3 colors usually and the sideboard as well. And Basilisk Gate doesn't give any color.
Yeah, yeah. I treat it as a spell usually when I build. So I like to play 1 or 2 lands more, so you have less mana based problems. Yeah, I think like I was speaking with Canister, and he told me that the more you proceed into the game, the more lands you add to your decks.
The more lands?
You add to your decks. Like when I was 20, I was playing the minimum number. Now I like to play a couple more. Because like a lot of
Interesting take.
especially in Pauper, like the games you lose, like a lot of games you just play lands and you play spells. So flooding is way better than being mana screwed, as we could see from George's game even. And Giorgio is really counting the damage because Andrea can deal 4 damage, so it's 4, 8, 12 a 14. But if Andrea draws a creature, of course, the risk changes completely, and looks like Giorgio has only protection in his hand. He has a 4 turn clock.
If we use the gate,
4 turn clock still, because it just says like it's a free power creature.
so it will die before.
Yes, and yeah, and also since he has Apostle Blessing, Apostle costs 2 life,
Yes.
so that's another swing in the race.
Yes. I don't know what are they thinking about right now? Is thinking to block? No.
I think he's counting. I don't know if he wants to attack or not. It's really torn between.
If he drew another gate, it's a turn 3 clock.
Yes,
3 turn clock.
it's Basilisk is little, I think. Set, yes. If there is exactly Basilisk, it's little.
Oh, really?
Yes, because yeah, it has free
Plus
gate.
3 plus 3.
Yes. Double.
Plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 7.
Yes, but I count this attack too.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Excuse me. Yeah.
So I think the math in his hand is the game is what if I do
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
what if
yeah,
I
yeah,
do this, what if I do this.
I think it's correct because he's in a tough situation. He's being attacked, and now he has to think if to do that attack, and he's doing. So plus two to the plague stinger, and his opponent.
Let's cyber cryptomancer that gives the creature X proof.
Yeah, and plus one, but did it block? I didn't get
No,
to
no, 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 no. It just it doesn't have any flyers, so
Neil Spellbomb get rid of all the. Ooh, maybe he's got the Basilisk Gate in hand.
really.
I think so. I don't know.
I think Caggioli is really looking for a blocker at this point. Maybe even a removal works.
Yeah, removal is better. Now his opponent is tapped out. Attack you for 5. We are trying to get the information about life total.
Vabbè. We're looking for the life.
Okay, you go. So I did another attack. Anyway. Yes. Force his opponent to block. Now he has to find something anyway. Because if we don't go wrong, this attack should be lethal. Apostle Blessing
On black, yes.
does the trick. And there it is. Giorgio Combo, said Giorgio Venditti, has won the game. And so proceed to 2-0 with his Infect Demir Infect sticker.